Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. Sorry about that. Mm-hmm. 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 So 2029, 58, 71, 2083, 3205, 559, 53, 5375, 2435, or 52. I'm sorry. 63, 539, 3243, 127, and 56, 76, 50. My dyslexia was kicking in. Mm-hmm. 3205, 5379, 2436, right. See, theirs was 2435, but I have that one too, right? They're in the same area, right? 5375, right? Mm-hmm. Now, 52 and is Abby Shea, or Abby Sha'i, right? Right. And then 63. Is Abel Hash Sheetum, or Shittum. See, it's spelled S-H-I-T. I know. I guess you say it like shit. Crazy Christians can't say the word shit, but it's part of your definition of the word, right? In Hebrew. That's why you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. We can get what we're doing. Nope. Alright. Alright. See again. Hurrah. Hooray, hooray. So those are words that I done showed you. Right. So that proves I'm learning Hebrew pretty good. And you're not. And you're not. Now, when you hate the Jewish Messiah, you're hating his people. Though even if they hate him, right, he knew they would. He knew they would. So they're still his chosen people. That's the problem, I guess, right? But some of you don't understand that, right? Why are they the chosen people, right? They just are. You're not. Right? Now, some of you think, though, because you accept their Messiah, you can curse them. No. They're human too, right? That's the whole point to everything. Nobody's perfect all the time, right? They don't always know what they're doing. They think they're doing the right thing, or whether they're doing the wrong thing. You're doing the same thing, right? So, you're just as guilty of sinning against Christ. And even this one, which what we're talking about is the word mastoids, right? We'll show you the same thing. Now, if every book of the King James Version says paps is the definition, then guess what? Paps is the definition, right? Right. So here it is again. And you see it's spelled the same way in this version and in this version, right? Though it's in a different location, right? Kind of, right? But they didn't change it, right? You're the one trying to change it. King James used paps, right? Because it's also used by Luke, right? Like I told you before, and it's interpreted as paps for a reason, right? It's the feminine breast, right? Not just a male's chest, right? So if you're saying chest, you're taking away from what the word means, right? You're changing people's viewpoint of Jesus himself, right? Yes. And that's a sin. That's a sin. Two. You're not trying to serve God at your best. You're serving God while still being good and evil like the devil. You envy the devil. And not the children of God, right? Because, see, the children of God don't get to have as much fun as you, I guess. Right? I know. Right. You think you're having fun by hurting other people. You're not. Even the gay people are saved by the same grace you are. And nobody's perfect. Not even them. And see, then you're starting a war with them, right? When you separate people because of a law, and Jesus showed you the law of the Sabbath, you're all breaking, right? But I came that you can have rest on the Sabbath and work a little, right? And pick some corn. And heal on the Sabbath. And get your donkey out the pit. If it falls into the pit on the Sabbath day. That's just as much breaking the law, right, as committing adultery, which he also forgave, right? Now, you want to argue semantics, but it would only bother me if you caught my own wife committing adultery with another man, right, and brought her to me afterwards, right? I don't care if some other man's wife commits adultery against him at all. Right? But you bring me some of my own wife, right? I might be mad enough to either stone her, which is what the law says, and pick up the first stone to stone her, right? Which is why they brought her to him, idiot. No. He had a right to stone her, but under Roman law and, right? The law of Moses, you're supposed to bring them both, right? You can't just bring the woman or the man either, right? By the way, right? You can't bring him the man or the woman who was his wife caught in the act of adultery, right? See, it don't matter if anyone else's wife did it. Why would I even care? It wouldn't bother me none. But if my own wife, while I'm at the temple, is with another man, right? Because she don't understand my role as the Messiah, well, I either stone her or forgive her. I forgave her. Is what Jesus did. That's why some men still want to be good and evil with Satan and stone her, right? You want to kill her for committing adultery against you, right? Well, that spirit is from Satan, not God and Jesus. Why is that? You're condemning her then, right? For simply having sex with another man, when if Jesus was with her, she can't commit adultery against him anyway. It's because he left her and went to the temple, giving her and another man the opportunity to sleep together. Now, how do you think they caught them? They knew where he and she lived, and they saw the man go into her while he was at the temple and brought her to him to see if he was stoned just her. So that's part of the temptation too, right? When there's two problems, they're not one. Roman law, you cannot commit capital punishment just because you're a Roman citizen. Only Pilate could do that, which is why they brought him to Pilate or Herod, right? A normal Jewish citizen can't do that, or Roman citizen and Jewish. Like Paul said, I'm a Roman too, right? So I appeal to Caesar, right? But he's also a Jewish man, right? Now, for some reason, though, right, he's thinking really crazy that Caesar's going to help his cause, right? As shown by Emperor Constantine. You're confused today because of him and the Orthodox Christians, right? Who wanted Jesus to be what? Male only, right? And created the doctrine of the Trinity. Or triple male God, right? Well, even the Gnostics talk about that. How is God triple male, right? Because Father, Son, and Holy Ghost have to do with the Father and Mother. Not Father alone. Making a child. A son. Who also needs what? A daughter. A daughter with him, who is also his what? Sister. If you're starting out with one being, right, your offspring are male and female too, and there are two of them, right, as you became two, right, to reproduce, right. That means the first couple were brother and sister. Damn. That's why some of you in the South still want to do that. But why is it wrong? The sin in Eden, right? See, like I told you, I would tell my sister we can do it, but the problem is the sin in Eden kind of corrupts us, right? And we're not supposed to do it anymore. That's why Moses made the law, right? Both Shonda and Renee, I wouldn't go that far with them. Now, the only thing I know is I stopped, right? And and didn't go past that point, right, when tickling her through her clothes, by the way. I didn't undress her. I didn't go into the bedroom with her or have sex with her. That I recall, right? Right. Because, see, if I did that, then why do I remember up to that point, right? And that's all I remember doing, right? Well, because then we would have to go into why would she agree to be with me? And what did I say to convince her to, right? And I don't remember carrying on that conversation with her at all. I tried to let it go. Same with Jennifer, though. Though she could have came in there in the middle of the night, right? Now, when do you do that? You wait a little while until you think everyone's what? Asleep. Asleep. And then she can sneak into the couch, living room area, right? And we talk about it in private. Now, I don't recall that happening. But whether it did or not, right? Only who would know that, Jennifer. Jennifer, right? Now, why would I not remember it, though? Someone found out. Either Uncle Ronnie or Aunt Marianne, right? Now, the Bible, though, still ain't as hard on cousins as it is brother and sister, you know. But again, right? And that's if you read the whole thing, right? Because another female Noah, like Miley Cyrus' sister, right? Had a father, only had daughters, right? And so they wouldn't lose inheritance, could only marry into their own family, right? But you can't marry brother and sister, so that means at least cousins could marry even first cousins, right? Now, why do we know not to do that now either, though, right? Because of medical science, right? If Moses made it a law that the brother and sister can't sleep together, then the cousins aren't to, if the doctors find out that can cause the same birth defects as if your brother and sister. Now, I also get that from the seventh sign, right? That's what I would tell Renee or Shonda, right? About all that, right? And try not to do it with her. Or Shonda, right? Or your parents, or your right, close kin, right? Now, they do say it's okay for third or fourth, but still not first or second, right? That means even your nieces and nephews, right? Right. Now, for it to be the third or fourth, right, that would be a lot more further down, right? Or they could also be cousins from other family members or brothers and sisters or something like that that had children too, right? Right. But they gotta also be within a certain age parameter, but you still don't go after them. Like I told you before, you don't go after family members. I don't, anyway, I know. But like I said, I can show you an example of swinging the kid around, but if little Bobby had never done that and I was trying to do it and he resisted me, right, I would hurt his arm accidentally, right? Right, right. Though we were kind of in his room and might not have had room to do it, and I wasn't really thinking about it clearly either, but right, right. But I was still just trying to play with him, right? Not hurt him, which was more of an accident, right? Right. So you got to understand that too, right? So anyway, have a great day.